All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go ahead now and shift our attention over to the cold market. These are actually people that you do not know. And I know that many of you, especially with the internet and the tools that are available for you, many of you have shown interest in wanting to actually establish a foundation in your business through cold market first. And then, of course, once you've actually have established a paycheck and you have momentum happening, at that point, you then would like to go back to your family and say, look at my check and look at what I'm establishing now. So I'm going to always tell you to start with your warm market. But for those of you that are just reluctant to do that and you rather start with your cold market, then I'm going to go ahead and share some information with you so that you can still have success that way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you think about your cold market, remember this means that you're going to be talking to people that you don't know, which means that it's going to take more time because you have to establish a line of trust before they join your opportunity or become a customer of one of your products. It's very, very important and critical to understand that. I know a lot of people, sometimes you get very impatient. For those of you, maybe you've been in this industry in the past and you work in cold market, whether through maybe an email list campaign that you purchased or maybe through leads that you purchased and you did not have the conversion rate that you're looking for. I tell people you have to slow down. People that don't know you can feel in that energy of your desperation. You don't want them to feel that because then they're more reluctant to actually join your opportunity. You want to learn how to relax and, again, establish rapport with these people. Build up a relationship with them via the internet. And so I'm going to give you some techniques and things that you can possibly do. Now, what I will tell you, it's important to establish, if you're going to do cold market, make sure that you're going to have a budget, or if you're going to do free online advertisement and work and tap into cold market, then understand what it's going to take to do that as well. Now, the very first one I want to do is, let's go ahead and talk about free advertisement. People ask me all the time, Marcus, how do I actually do free advertisement online? It's actually not very difficult. What you're going to do, the best place to do is maybe go to your MSN search engine, Yahoo, or just start at Google. The first thing I would tell you to do is to type in, advertising online free, or free online advertising, or work from home blogs. By doing that, the search engine is going to bring a lot of companies to the very top of the search engine that you can tap into, that you can do some free advertisement for. Now, one of my suggestions, if you have not had a chance to get this book, there's a gentleman out there by the name of Mike Dillard. Mike Dillard wrote a book called Magnetic Sponsoring. And magnetic sponsoring, in my opinion, as I started to move into tapping into cold market, was a huge tool. In fact, on this particular page here, if you scroll down to the very bottom, I have a link there that you can actually go into magnetic sponsoring. I will tell you, if you can at all do it, be sure to get that material. That training material is fantastic. Magnetic sponsoring does a really good job of teaching you the techniques of how to establish rapport with people that you don't know, how to write a campaign or an ad that's going to be attractive. Because remember, when you're writing a campaign, you only have people's attention for maybe 5 to 6 seconds. And if you're writing the wrong information up front, people never get a chance to go into your information and to view what you have to offer. So it's important, again, as we're tapping into the cold market, I'm going to give you the hardcore facts so that you can be successful. And again, many of you, some of the things and the fancy terminology that you think is going to be attractive to a reader, you're going to soon learn that it's not attractive at all. And it took me quite some time because there were times where I would write something and I would literally just pat myself on the back because everything flowed so perfectly. And then when I put the ad out there, I couldn't figure out what in the world I had done. I wasn't getting any activity. And then once I purchased the Magnetic Sponsoring book and I started to really understand, what it is that people are attracted to, how to posture yourself as someone that knows the information and that can help people be successful, there was a lot of things that I had to change about my writing style. Once I did that and I put ads out there, it was immediately I started to have, success immediately where people were going into this, to my campaigns. I was receiving emails from people saying, "Hey, I read your ad. I want to know more about your business opportunity." So I have to definitely give credit to Mike Diller for doing an outstanding job of putting that book together, Magnetic Sponsoring. Now, getting back on track. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I've done is I took the information that I got from Mike Diller and how to write ads. I went out there and again I typed, in the search engine, marketing online free. And what ends up happening again, it brought me to a lot of different blogs. You're going to see a lot of stay-at-home mom blogs, a lot of stay-at-home parents blogs. You'll see some things out there like Traffic Swarm or Major League Hitters, Craigslist. There's a lot of places that you can actually put an ad out there where you're only writing maybe 3 to 4 sentences, and in that you have your link in there, and then people have an opportunity to click on your link and go inside. These are, what I would tell you is, take your time, find some different search engines out there, go through the material, meaning go and click on other people's ads, see what you like, see what you dislike, and just, have to roll up your sleeve, ladies and gentlemen, and really just start being creative and just dive in and start typing some ads. I cannot tell you word for word what to type. What I can tell you is, again, make sure that you're not boring your reader and putting your reader to sleep. You have to write in a manner of, as I call it, people are always tuned into their favorite, radio station, WIIFM, what's in it for me? That's how you have to posture. So as you're writing, make sure you're always writing for that person, what's in it for them. It's okay to edify yourself, but at the same time, don't get carried away where you're so caught up on yourself and you have a super fantastic business opportunity, but you never have really dove into what it is. So again, I really say that that's a great tool in Mike Diller's Magnetic Sponsoring to help you out. Now, another thing that you can do is also, I would tell you to have a budget of at least $100 because for those of you that don't want to do the free advertisement, you want a company to actually generate leads for you, you can get some really rock solid leads if you can spend at least $100 a month. There's companies out there that basically will funnel you anywhere between 25 to 40 rock solid leads monthly, which are called real-time leads, meaning when somebody goes online, they take a survey and they answer some questions saying, absolutely, I'm looking for a home-based business. The company that you've teamed up with that generates these leads will then send you a lead. So you'll get an email saying, Jennifer Rowe has just requested information on a home-based business. Now you need to pick up the phone and give Jennifer Rowe a phone call, which we'll talk about later on what you want to say to Jennifer. But we call these actual leads that you can purchase. I know that Cutting Edge Media, MLM Leads is pretty good. MLM System Leads is pretty good. You can type in work from home opportunity leads or MLM leads on a Google search engine. It'll bring tons of places up front to the search engine that you can actually look at purchasing leads from. There's also email campaigning type leads where you purchase a list of emails. They may send you anywhere between 5,000 to 20 emails that you can basically, if you have the right type of software, you can upload these emails into an email campaign and put together a little blast off where you're sending people tons of information on your business opportunity. Again, I can go on and on. Facebook, YouTube. There's so many different ways that you can actually tap into cold market. This is something that I will tell you as we start doing some more trainings, the live trainings. Actually, here's what I wanted to tell you. Find our live training calls that you can get on, and we'll talk more in depth about those type of things. I don't want to get into it on this type of call because it gets really lengthy, but just understand if that's what you want to look into doing, some cold marketing type things, then we can explore that avenue. But with that said, again, now's your time to go ahead and establish, do you want to work with your cold market? Do you want to work with warm market? Or do you want to kind of marry the two and blend them in, and where you're doing your warm market as well as you have some cold market campaigns and some things out there working for you as well. So with that said, I will catch you on the next training.